Okay, let's continue with the Audacity. All right, and I already have it launched over here, and I've done a very short recording. Okay, it's only about 3 seconds, so you can see the time over here. Okay, now previously in the very beginning, we actually already did an export, right, which is over here. Okay, file export. Okay, and we already did an export as mp3 to test, make sure that our Audacity is working the way we want it to work. All right, but normally for me, okay, I would like to keep a uncompressed form of my recording. And to do that, I will usually export a copy of it as a WAV file. Alright, so let me just export this WAV file first. Okay, as a WAV file. Okay, so of course they will ask me where do I want it to go. Alright, so okay, I will just leave it as inside the Audacity folder. And to differentiate, I will just call it WAV test. All right, okay, and I will just save it. It will give me a bunch of tag, all right, which I can fill in, all right, like the name of the artist, title, all right, track number, year, and the genre, the comments, and everything. So you can actually fill up all this if you like. Okay, but I'll leave it empty at this current moment, and I will just click OK. All right, so if I go to my folder, I will see the wave. All right, and of course I will see the size, which is about 500 KB. All right, so there we have it. Okay, I'm going to use the same recording, right, exact same recording. Okay, but I will repeat the process of export, but this time we will use the common export that we tried earlier, much earlier, right, which is the mp3. But at that time I export it without much explanation. We export for the purpose of to test our installation. All right, so very normal, you will ask for a file name. Okay, fine. All right, so let's say I'll just call it mp3 test, and I will store it at the same location. All right, no problem, I will store it at the same location. But look at the quality down here. Okay, look at the quality down here. Most of us will use mp3 anyway, so I would like to cover this a little bit. Okay, and over here you will see a list of quality from insane, all right, 320 kbps, all right, to standard, medium, right, which is over 100 over kbps. All right, now by default they will always push you at this insane level, but the question is, do you actually need it? Now if you are dealing with music, all right, singing songs and so forth, then of course insane 320 kbps makes sense. But what if you are working on the project like a podcast? Now this is different. Okay, if you are working on a project like a podcast, do you need 320 kbps? Well, actually you don't need this. What you can actually pull it down to standard. All right, okay, or maybe a little bit higher, extreme. Okay, you do not need the highest quality because podcasts, well, we do not have such high quality for podcasts. Okay, now of course, to our machine, it doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, the difference actually will comes in the file size. Okay, so you need to think about the person that is going to use your audio, right? If they are going to stream it or download it, then of course file size will make a difference to them. And if they are using mobile data, that will be even a bigger headache for them, because they could be charged a lot of money for data. All right, so think through first. Okay, right? If you are doing a standard speech, all right, text, all right, they will probably will stick to these two, right? Standard or extreme. But of course, if you are working with audio, all right, music production, then of course just leave it as insane. Okay, then I will click save, and again I have the same number of tag that I can key in. Right. Again, I will leave it empty. I'll leave this to you, and I will click OK. All right. So let me go to the folder. So this is my wave, right? I call it wave test 550, right? 550, 51, okay, uncompressed. MP3 compressed, very small, 128, right? 128. So there is a very big difference. Okay, all right, there's a very big difference when you compress it. Okay, so of course you can still work with other export format that you have beside MP3 and wave, but usually, okay, MP3 and wave are the two that I commonly use. Okay, right. So I believe that they should be enough for you to go through your work, right, with just this uncompressed wave as well as the MP3 format.